Good afternoon all. Well, welcome to coronavirus. Happy days. It's all a bit weird, isn't it? I've got some other news. Last Friday, just before we all got locked down and scared to death, after having lectured the children on safety and don't need to go to the hospital because of all the other reasons, got kicked in the stomach by the horse, ruptured a kidney, have a air ambulance, and got taken to Shrewsbury Hospital with a ruptured kidney. I was not quite so bothered about the ruptured kidney, I was more bothered about being in hospital. Had a few days in there, lots of rest, so I'm back at home. Virus or no virus, I can't do much. I can't drive, I can't lift anything, can't do anything. But anyway, you know who you are. Thank you for all those words of support and encouragement. It's been blinding. Our little YouTube community, friendship, banter has just been amazing. So thank you to everyone. Right, I've been racking my little brains about what I can do to entertain you and me while we're all stuck at home. 'Cause can't go camping, can't go walking, can't do much really. And I've thought of something. Years ago I did something called a beta course, and that is a little training qualification where you teach groups the outdoors. So you stand back and you teach them how to do it. Not as easy as you think. And in the position I'm in, I can't lift, I can't bend, I can't do much. I've been having to get the kids and everybody to help me do everything. So I thought I'll do that. So the challenge is, and you can take this challenge on if you want, the challenge is get your offspring to do what we do, but you're not allowed to help. And it's all systems go. So I'm not allowed to help. It's going to be really frustrating because they are a pig to put up. But hey ho.
Stop interfering.
So I'll go stop interfering and let her work it out. So I'll give some verbal instructions and then I'm going to let her have a go. So, right, these are your pegs. Okay, you've only got so many pegs, and when you run out you haven't got enough, they're gone.
Yeah.
And the first thing to do with a Lanshan is to peg out the four corners. You might recognise this tent, everyone. It's been around a bit. There you go. See the dry bag's gone in straight in the pocket rather than just chucked on the floor like the typical DOV. On that's bing. That's a plus tick. Cat's going to help. Right.
Great thing.
So you gotta get it all out. Yeah, what you'll find is there's like a ground element to it that's got long grey straps that need pegging out first. See, I'm already dying to get in there and point them out. I can't. That'll all come. It'll come right in a minute. Okay, we're looking good there. That's one. So what you're looking for is a few of them, and they all want pegging out to create the shape of the tent. Okay. So this is almost like a octagon type shape. Okay. No rush.
I don't know what to do.
I know you don't. Well, like I say, you're going to get the basic shape laid out and we'll worry about getting the rest of it done after. So start where, start somewhere. That's it. Now you notice on these pegs, there's like a little notch.
Yeah.
The idea is that wants to be facing away from the tent so that the cord, this thing, is sort of locked in it. So don't worry about him, he'll shift. Yeah, but that's the shape. What do you think of that so far then? I'm pretty impressed. That's the basic shape out. Luckily, you've ended up with the door the right side. The door is in the middle of there, so could you? Otherwise you could have had the door that side, which you only find out till after you turn it all the way around. Right, you want to set that pole at about 125 centimetres. That's it. Give it a good twist. This is your pole now. And then if you undo that one and lengthen it, you should see some markings. It's an old pole, so they might be a bit faint.
110.
Yeah, somewhere around there. 125 there, look. So it hasn't got to be spot on, but there or thereabouts. Alright, so that is now your tent pole. So what you'll find is at the bottom there's a little toggle, like a loop, little elastic loop with a toggle. The spiky bit of the pole needs to go through that, and you've got to wiggle and find the flat bit of that pole sort of sits inside, holding up the fly sheet, but not jamming up the inner sheet. It'll all become clear when you get in there. So you've got to get it underneath the green, but outside of the mesh. So if I were you, I'd be going up from the bottom. You can see your little toggle under there.
The white thing.
Keep looking, get down there, get on your knees and have a look. There you go. Now you want to get the spiky bit through there, and you can pull it a little bit so it's got the shape. So it comes this way a little bit. Not too mad, otherwise you'll distort your tent. You might need to rearrange it in a bit. And you've got to get underneath that door and up into that little black. No. You can pull that apart. That's it. You've got to get it in amongst that. No, I can't. I'm dying to get in there and do it. Now you might want to do the top first and then sort the bottom out after. There's a tip. So take it back out of there. Get it right in there. You can see where I'm going now. There's like a reinforced bit there where that little tab is. That's it. Now that's going to be the top, and then that's your bottom. Okay. Now we're getting like looking a bit like a tent. You can see it coming together now. Ignore the cat. He'll sort himself out. How are we looking? Is that a bit too tall, that pole?
Yeah, how's it got to go straight?
Well, it's got to go vertical, isn't it? Okay, I'm thinking you're nearly there. Now what you need to do now is zip that door shut carefully, and you should have a line, getting ready to peg a line out. You might have got some cord jammed up in the top there, I don't know. I think you have.
Shall I get it out?
Well, you're going to have to do what you got to do, aren't you? Ah, there's your lid. There's your lid. That needs a peg. Right, the same apply, get a little notch. Pull that out here till it's somewhere like. Okay, now then, notice you've got these little hook things here. You've got one for each side of the door, so that one needs to be on that side of the hook, and the other one for this side needs to be on the other side. And the idea of that is so that you can have one door open. Like that. That's it. Yeah, they're a bit of a pig. But they don't come off. Okay, right, now we've got to get some tension in there. So what you can now do is tighten up this little buckle and pull that down there, and that'll put a bit of tension on there. Whoa, whoa, don't go mad.
Oops.
Too late. Have to slacken that off now.
How?
Work it out. You'll have to pull the cord out of its teeth. Pull the top bit out of the teeth and let it slide back up. That's it. Just do it up a bit, and then you have to go and re-peg that corner now. Just leave it at that for now. Get your corner back in. Best thing to do with the pegs, by the way, put them in at a 45-degree angle rather than straight in. 45 to at an angle like that to the ground. That's it. If they're going to pull, and then you get them right down your foot, you can. And also, if they're going to pull, they're not going to pull up and out. They're going to take a bit more. Got another pegging point there. Okay, I had to break my own rule already. There, we had to interfere because this little buckle wasn't right. So there was no way she was going to get that sorted. So anyway, that is now correct. So, right. So now you've got a bit of well, you want to make sure those pegs are properly secure. So I should put a bit of footage on there. That's it. Get them all in, and then what you can do is you can just cinch up those little straps slightly. Just give a little bit of a firmness to it. Okay, so if you pull on those other little end of the grey straps, you'll just add a little bit to, don't go mad, just look at the shape of your tent. Is it nice and taut? Are you getting the creases out? And then you'll know. So you can see you've got a crease here, this fabric, which means that really this, hang on, are you listening? This wants to come this way, so I would re-peg that to pull that crease out of there. You can see, following the line of the seam, you want to be coming straight out. So give it a bit of tension. Okay, that's a bit better, isn't it? You can see that fabric's coming better now. Yeah. That's it. Right, what you do with these is just peg them out. They're just little additional guy lines. Don't have to go mad with them, just to give a little bit more space inside, which you'll see in a minute. And then you can tighten them with these little buckles if you want to put a bit more on there. What you'll find in the night is that when it gets wet from the evening dew and stuff, it will go slack, so you can whiz around and tighten it all up again. Okay, now a little tip from Dave Outdoors, shout out. See the other pole there? Grab that. When you do this back one, bring it out, go round the head of the pole and then down into the ground to be pegged, and it'll basically help to pull it this way rather than pulling it down.
Try that again. You
want to bring that line, make that line a bit longer by giving yourself a bit more slack through the buckle. You have to like tip the buckle up, push it in, bring your string round the pole and then down and be pegged. You got it.
You hold that for your peg.
Hazzy, off. Off. Okay. It's a Dave top tip, that is.
I'm sure he saw it with another YouTuber.
Probably, but you can tighten it up later as well by using that. And no, that's got to stay now. The idea is that what that's doing is pulling the tent away from there. And when you get in there, you'll see you want a bit more room. Right, if I were you, I'd be looking at adjusting this bit. You peg's nearly out. It's a bit slack now. You've got to get it out and in the ground, don't you? Careful doing that in hard ground, because you find you just bend your peg. I think that needs tightening. You can also tighten this, look, or loosen it, depending on what you want to do. You actually might want to loosen that and take that further away. So take that nearer there by releasing it. A bit more length on it, that's it. Don't worry about the cat, concentrate on what you're doing. And then loosen that as well and take the whole thing further away. So they are a bit fiddly, these Lanshans, but they're worth taking your time and getting it. Brazzy, get off. Go on.
It's tighten this one.
Well, so you've got to keep fettling, haven't you? I think you're back where you were there.
It's better.
Yeah, that peg's going to just fly out of there in a minute. Yeah, and so you can tighten that up and tinker with all that. I don't think you're far off there. Right, let's have a look in then. And bear in mind half your door is on that little loop. And then what you want to do is roll the door. And then you'll have a little toggle. And you can, just bear in mind when you're normally doing this, it is blowing a hoolie. Right, one more little job. Now you asked about those little elastic loops. You've got to reach underneath each corner and find that little elastic thing and carefully work it. Don't just yank it. Alright, you've got to get it over those. Now, be mindful of there's adjusters on there, so if it's too tight, you'll snap it. There's one in each one. That's it. And that's it. You can tighten it a bit. I would tighten it after you've got them all on. Otherwise you'll have trouble getting the last one in. So that one's going to want a lot of shortening. Okay, so I won't go mad till they're all on and then go round again and have it right. One more. Okay, I don't think you're far away there. What do we think? Get in then.
I'm getting all muddy.
I think it is muddy. And do the same with that door up there. Now the only thing I would say is I'm seeing a bit of a slant here, aren't you? So I'd be looking at adjusting that guy line.
Which one?
The guy line that's coming out. This guy line here.
Where to?
I would be looking at adjusting that to get this over so it's more vertical. Just saying, that's just me. Bit of OCD. Is that alright?
Yeah.
It's not bad for a first go. They are a pig. They're full of little fiddly adjustable things and not a lot else. They either go up right or they don't. So my only criticism is I'd have to have that over. So what I'll be looking at doing is slackening that line off and getting this over. You're probably going to have to release this one at the back to allow it to go. If I was sleeping at night, I would want a couple of minutes sorting that out.
Okay.
But up to you. That'll do, I reckon. Okay. Whew. Cat's joining in now. What do you reckon then? I'll have to shorten that video when I... That'll be a long video otherwise. But I think she did alright. Do you reckon, mate?
Yeah.
And you can pull the duvet right up over you then. Yeah, it's good, isn't it? And the idea is you can pull those little strings